Hi, this is Dr. Neal Schwartz. Another member of Acne Bootcamp has contributed to the movement, and this case will show, again, what is possible for 3D scars and how you approach the concern of 3D scars. This is day 1 on the right cheek. Notice that this client has some trouble with 3D scarring and some activity here. Now, many times clients in this situation ask me, Dr. Neal, how can I improve my 3-dimensional scars? And my answer is, we have to take care of all these bumps first before we start talking about scars. It's a stepwise process. We have to first flatten everything down, get it very calm, just get it the right texture, even under magnification, and then we can take care of the wear and tear and smooth things out over time. So this was her first progress report several months into the program, and you'll see she inactivated herself very well. So here you can see a lot of inflammation, a lot of bumps, a lot of elevations. And here we see, now we're just seeing just the 3-dimensional scarring. We're not seeing any activation here. You'll see the texture of the skin is nice, and we're seeing the wear and tear from the prior inflammation. And you can see that here. And more recently, several more months have passed, and she sent me this photo. And you'll see even the 3-dimensional scarring will soften over time if and only if there is no new activity or minimal to zero new activity. So let's look at that really closely. This was day 1. This is inactive, and this is inactive over several months, softening up. And this is all without any extra procedures, no lasers. This is time plus great skincare, and time plus great inactivity. So let's do it again. Active, inactive, softening over time. And if she were to stay this inactive and send me another photo a year from now, you'll see that every one of these 3-dimensional scars will soften further until she may not even be able to pick them up in a couple years, if and only if she remains inactive. So let's look a little closer. Look at this scar right here. You can see it's got pigment in it, and it's also just grooving out there. And you can see this one here. Let's just look at these specifically. This one right here first. Watch it. It'll shift down, but you can see it. It's the one to the left of the pointer. See how it becomes more shallow? It becomes softened. It's not that it's disappeared magically. It's just softened. Now, watch this one. Look to the left of the pointer. See how the color evens out too? Sometimes the color evening out is enough to really make it dramatically less noticeable. So, active, inactive, and softening. And that should give you hope for your 3-dimensional scars. Let's see the other side. Here we just have a before and after. Here's before with 3-dimensional scars and of course activity. All this activity is what causes the 3-dimensional scars. And now, here we have, not only it's inactive, but look at the texture softening up. Let's go back. This is just the before and after this time. Look at that. There's where that old bigger bump was, and this area just seems to be smoothing out. And this is pretty good resolution. It could be a little better, but still pretty good resolution. So, before and after. So, once more. Active, inactive, softening. And on the other side, we have active and the aftershot, softened and inactivated. For decades, people have called these types of scars permanent scars. But what you're learning from my case presentations is that they're semi-permanent scars. Yes, they'll be there for a long time, and yes, they are with you. But when you soften them up to such an extent that your eyes can't pick them up that well, they become unnoticeable. And thus, even though there has been some wear and tear, you've lost a little bit of the integrity of the skin, if you can't see it and it's not becoming noticeable to the naked eye, then you're going to be satisfied with the overall look of your skin. This is all contingent on you remaining inactive. If you're having 3-dimensional scars that aren't going away over time, it's most likely that you are still having some minute activity. Look under magnification, and if you see oil or tiny bumps or pinhead-sized plugs, that is your activity, and that activity is keeping you from healing the three-dimensional scars that are there, and you could be making new three-dimensional scars every few months. I hope this video gives more hope for three-dimensional scars. There's several more like it in the gallery on the homepage at acnepractice.com. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.